So harmonic function means any function of xy which has continuous partial derivatives of first and second order. Okay, and which satisfies this Laplace equation. Laplace equation is given by del square phi equal to dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square equal to 0. This is Laplace equation. So any function which satisfies this type of equations is called as harmonic functions. So when you have f of z is equal to u plus iv is an analytic function, then if u and v, or if f as a whole satisfies Laplace equation, then you can say f is a harmonic function. Okay, so here u and v, here it is, we need to verify v is harmonic, means here what we have to prove is dou square v by, so here both u and v will be harmonic, so you can write dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square equal to 0. This is harmonic equation for this u. Similarly, dou square v by dou x square plus dou square v by dou y square equal to 0. This is this is Laplace equation for u, and this is Laplace equation for v. So if u and v satisfies these equations, then you can say u and v are harmonic. Obviously, if u and v are harmonic, then f will be harmonic. Okay, so any function, to check whether a function is harmonic or not, what we have to do is find the second derivative, partial second derivative of that given function, then substitute here in this one, and if you are getting it as 0, then they are harmonic functions. Okay, so here always the real and imaginary part of an analytic function are always harmonic. Okay, both of this will be always harmonic only. So in turn, this f of f also will be harmonic. So here what we have to do is we need to find the analytic function whose real part is this one, means u is given. Okay, so first of all we need to find the analytic function. So when you do the analytic function, you are going to get here u is given. When you are doing analytic function means we are going to get v also, because analytic function is u plus iv. So u we have, v will get, and we need to verify whether that v is harmonic or not. So first of all we will find the analytic function here. So to get the analytic function, as always what we do is here the real part. So given real part u is equal to e raised to 2x, e raised to 2x, this is e raised to 2x into x cos 2y, then minus y sin 2y. This is e raised to 2x, x cos 2y minus y sin 2y. So first of all we will find ux, then we will see uy and rho. So ux means derivative of this with respect to x. So this is a big function, means three terms are there. So while finding the derivatives, be careful. So what we do here is we will consider this as u into v, product rule function. Okay, this is first function. I will take this whole as second function, complete. Okay, so first function, product rule we are applying. So first function into derivative of second. Derivative of second means derivative of this. Derivative of this complete with respect to x. So when you do with respect to x, this is a constant, cos 2y is a constant. So you will get cos 2y into derivative of x is 1. Okay, so here actually here inside also u into v we are using, but here cos 2y is constant, so we are keeping cos 2y, and derivative of x is 1 minus derivative of this with respect to x. With respect to x, when you find the derivative, this is 0. So this is first function into derivative of second is done, plus second function. Second function means this one, x cos 2y minus y sin 2y. This is second function into derivative of first. Derivative of first means derivative of e raised to 2x. So derivative of e raised to 2x is e raised to 2x into then derivative of this 2x. Derivative of 2x is 2. Okay, so I hope you understood this one. What we did here, u into dv, first into derivative of second, plus second v into du by dx. This is what we did here. Okay, so first into derivative of second, this complete function, plus second function into derivative of first. So now just do a bit simplification. So this is equal to e raised to 2x cos 2y, then here also plus 2e raised to 2x into x cos 2y minus y sin 2y, y sin 2y. So this is ux. Now if we need, you can take here e raised to 2x common, and we can write that also. Okay, so that is not necessary to write, but if we need, you can write that also. Then so let's see whether to write or not, later we'll see. So now uy is equal to derivative of this with respect to y. So again u into v formula. So first into derivative of second. Derivative of second means when you do this with respect to y, x is a constant. So x I will write here, derivative of cos 2y is minus sin 2y into derivative of 2y is 2. So you will get here minus 2x sin 2y of this one. Okay, so first into derivative of second we wrote, then second into derivative of first is coming here, where derivative of x is 0. So here we got this much minus, now be careful here because here both terms are y. So here again you are applying u into v. Okay, in an equation only, in a function only, you are applying it twice. So here both functions are y. So again here apply u into v. So I will write there, that is here y into what will come first into derivative of second, sin 2y, derivative is cos 2y into derivative of 2y, derivative of 2y is 2. Okay, plus second function means sin 2y into derivative of y is 1. So that is, now this is first into derivative of second is over. First function into derivative of second, in that only you have what you have, u into v again. So first into derivative of second plus second function. Second function, now here you will have second function. So what you will get here, second function, this total will come. Okay, that second function into derivative of first is going to be here how much, 0. E raised to 2x derivative is 0 because we are doing that with respect to y. So here it is going to be 0. Okay, so here the second function will come here. Second function, this one, the second function is coming here into derivative of first is e raised to 2x, derivative is 0. So we are writing it as 0. So this complete term will go. Okay, so this is equal to e raised to 2x into, just arrange a bit. So here minus 2x sin y sin 2y, then sin 2y minus here also minus 2y cos 2y, and here minus means when you take this minus inside it is going to be minus, so minus sin 2y here. Now if you want to take this minus outside, what I can do is I'll take all this minus outside, then all this will become plus. So this is minus e raised to 2x. Okay, so ux and uy we got. So now so since f of z is equal to u plus iv is an analytic function, required analytic function, therefore we can write f dash z is equal to ux plus ivx, and now this is equal to what we can write, we have here only ux and uy. Okay, so this is, we are assuming be the required analytic function. So we can write there, therefore by CR equations ux equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx. Okay, by CR equations we can write that. So right there, this is by CR equations. by CR equations. So ux plus ibx. So what I'll do here, I'll just replace this vx because we don't have vx here. So we can write this as ux plus I into, here instead of vx you will write minus uy. So this is minus I into uy. Then what we do is, therefore by Milne-Thomson method, what we will do is, by Milne-Thomson method, put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0 in which, in this ux and uy. Okay, mean f dash z. F dash z. So here I am not going to rewrite that again. What I will do here is, I will directly put, because when, if you are writing, no problem, you can write ux, all the value of ux here, minus I into all the value of uy there. Okay, so what I will do here is, I am going to just put here x equal to z and y equal to 0. So what we will get here, ux means here ux, here we will put, this is z0 we will put, and here z0 we will put. Okay, so that is what, put x equal to z, y equal to 0. So in this one, e raised to 2z, so it will become e raised to 2z. If you are writing that again, no issue in that, e raised to 2z, and cos 2 into 0, cos 2 into 0 is cos 0, plus 2 e raised to, again here 2z into, so 2z into x cos 2y, x cos 2y means z cos 0 minus y is 0 into this. Okay, that is done, minus I into uy also, here again we are going to put this one only, so minus this, minus I into uy is here, minus is there already, so minus e raised to 2z into bracket, here 2x into, means 2z into sine 0 will come, so 2z into sine 0, sine 0 is 0, so you can directly write here 0, plus now 2 into 0 and cos 0 will come, so 2 into 0 is 0 there, plus here again sine 2 into 0, sine 0 is 0. Okay, so here also 2z into what will come, 0. Okay, because sine 0 is 0, that's why we can directly write this value as 0. So this is equal to e raised to 2z and cos 0 is 1. Okay, so this cos 0 is 1, so this will be here, plus 2 into e raised to 2z, and here z into cos 0 is 1. So z into 1 is 1, minus 0 will come. Okay, so minus, then minus I into, here what will happen is, minus plus I into e raised to 2z is there, but here it is 2z into 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, so you are getting this as 0, total 0. So this complete term is going to be 0. Okay, so we will not write that. So this is what, e raised to 2z into, you can take common factor as e raised to 2z, or you just keep it like this only, because again we need to integrate. So f dash z we got in terms of z, therefore integrating both sides, integral of f dash z dz is equal to integral of e raised to 2z dz plus 2 into integral of z e raised to 2z, this term dz. So now we need to integrate this one. So this is equal to integral of e raised to 2z is e raised to 2z, then divided by derivative of 2z is 2. Okay, plus 2 into, now again u into v formula, product rule. So first into, so either that extended formula you can use, otherwise u into v. So first into integral of second, integral of e raised to 2z is term by term integration, e raised to 2z upon 2 minus integral of derivative of this, derivative of z is 1 into integral of this e raised to 2z by 2. So this is the product rule I used, or you can use that extended formula which is there, that also can be used. So here we are using integral u into v dx, that formula is used here. Okay, I hope you remember this. So this is first into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. That is what we used here. So this is equal to e raised to 2z divided by 2 plus 2 into plus c. 2 into z e raised to 2z upon 2 minus 2 and z, be careful while writing, minus this 1 by 2 I took outside, then into here e raised to 2z, integral of e raised to z is again e raised to 2z divided by 2, okay, plus c. Now take that 1 2 in outside, so this is equal to e raised to 2z by 2 plus, when you take 1 2 outside, that this 2 and one of the 2's will get cancelled, so you will get here z e raised to 2z, or multiply 2 inside, then minus 1 1 2 cancel, and here e raised to 2z divided by 2 plus c. Okay, so what we are getting here, see these two will get cancelled, so this is z e raised to 2z plus c. This is our f of z. So that is f of z. So f of z we got. This is the required analytic function. Now what is asked is find v and prove that v is harmonic. Okay, so we need to get v from this one. So this way we can check our answer also, means whether we have done it right or not. So we have to get v from here. So to do that, to get v from here, what we do is f of z is equal, just replace this z with x and y. Okay, so this z is x plus iy, and here this is equal into e raised to 2, z means e raised to 2 into x plus iy, because we need the value of v in x and y. So we are doing like this. Now this is e plus this c will be here. So c you keep it like that only. Then this is equal to x plus iy into, now what we do here is e raised to, multiply this 2 inside, so it is 2x plus I 2y. Listen here carefully, this point. So plus c is there, I am not writing for the time being, it is there. So this is equal to x plus iy, or we will write it, no, is equal to x plus iy into, now this is a raised to m plus n is a raised to m into a raised to n, okay, plus c. Now this is equal to x plus iy into, now e raised to 2x is the real part here, e raised to 2x in this one, real part is e raised to x. Now this is e raised to I theta form. We know e raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta, cos theta plus I sin theta, that is e raised to I theta. So here this will be replaced using that, so that is cos 2y plus I sin 2y. Okay, cos 2y plus I sin 2y. Now that is equal to, this is equal to e raised to 2x. So we need u and v. So what is our aim is convert this into u plus iv form. Real part together, imaginary part together. Okay. So for that, e raised to 2x into, what we do is just multiply this inside. X, this one, x cos 2y, x with x you are multiplying this both, then with y you are iy you are multiplying, so x cos 2y plus I into x sin 2y, that is with x, now with iy, plus iy cos 2y, then iy into I, so that is I square y sin 2y plus c. Okay, just term by term multiplication. So that is equal to e raised to 2x into, now I will write all the terms without x together, without I together. So x cos 2y, then this will be without I, this also without I, because I square is minus 1. So I square is minus 1, so minus y sin 2y, that is without I, then plus I into I terms together, x sine 2y plus y cos 2y. This is the imaginary part. So you look at the question. What is the, look in the question, what is the real part given there? E raised to 2x into x cos 2y minus y sin 2y. See, this is what is the question, which is the real part. Okay, so means
I square के जगह पे minus वन डाल सकते हैं.
here it is, no, this is minus 1.
Oh yes.
So this is equal to, just write in u plus ib form. So e raised to 2x into x cos 2y minus y sin 2y, taking e raised to 2x inside, plus I into e raised to 2x into x sin 2y. This I have written in detail form. You can reduce this here directly. Instead of I square, put here only minus, and you can simplify by that way also. Okay, so this is, see, this is your real part, u, what is given in the question. Plus c will be there, yeah. So this is the real and imaginary part. Therefore, from here v is equal to e raised to 2x into x sin 2y plus y cos 2y. Okay, so that is the imaginary part. Now what is the question? What is asked? Prove that v is harmonic. So to prove v is harmonic, what we have to show is, we need to show dou square v by dou x square plus dou square v by dou y square equal to 0. This is what we have to prove. Okay, so what you have to do is, this as a homework I am giving you. So this we have to prove, this dou square v by dou x square plus dou square v by dou y square equal to 0. So what we will do here is, firstly you will do dou v by dou x. It will be a bit lengthy one. Then you will do dou square v by dou x square. Now if you may ask, ma'am, from here only can we write ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx? In this question that is not possible, because here you have ux and uy. So we know ux is equal to vy. So instead of finding that derivative twice, here itself we are getting vy, ux is equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. So instead of vy, if I take this value, in this question it is not possible, because here the question is prove that v is harmonic. So that you have to find the derivative and you have to show it.
Ma'am, same ही आएगा.
Same ही आएगा. It will be same only, but here in this particular question you cannot do like that, because here the question is prove that v is harmonic. So here it is important for us to prove those, we need to find dou square v by dou x square and this one. Okay, it separately you have to do it. So here also dou square v by, I mean dou v by dou y you need to find, and dou square v by, so as for checking purpose we can use that one, but here you have to find it separately. Then just add this one and this one, what comes here and what comes here, just add them together, you will get it as 0.